I'm Sophie.
And I'm Grant.
And we've both been tuning our tonsils.
And we hope you have too, because we've got a lot of singing to get through today. Now, did you recognise that music? The song on pages 8 and 9, Those Magnificent Men.
We'll start by singing from the top, the part we learnt last time. After the red introduction, of course.
That takes us up to bar 35, and the middle section begins in the next bar, so follow that through.
They can fly upside down with their feet in the air. They don't think of danger, they really don't care. Newton would think he had made a mistake to see the children and the chances they take.
So just like the other sections, it has one tune repeated. Try singing it this time. From bar 36, near the end of page 8. Ready? 1, 2, 1.
They can fly upside down with their feet in the air. They don't think of danger, they really don't care. Newton would think he had made a mistake to see the children and the chances they take.
I wonder if you can remember what happens next. That DC sign there tells us
to go back to the beginning.
yes, it's not just the planes that go flying around in this song. And the other place where we'll need to jump is the coda, or ending. So we'll practice from bar 29 now. Bar 29. All found it? Ready? 1, 2.
Frightfully keen, those magnificent men, those magnificent men, those magnificent men in their flying machines.
We sing, those magnificent men, 3 times there. So let's make the middle one quiet, like an echo, and the last one loud again to finish. Try that from the same place. Bar 29. Ready? 1, 2.
Frightfully keen, those magnificent men, those magnificent men, those magnificent men in their flying machines.
OK, a little rest from singing now, while we take a quick look at the percussion parts. They're printed in red. They're for side drum,
Swanee whistle playing long slides. Or short ones.
and cymbal. We're using one cymbal on a stand, played with a hard stick. And as they're only crotchets, or one-beat notes, you need to touch the cymbal to stop the sound on the next beat each time. Rest, hit, stop, hit, stop.
Try following all the percussion in the first section. Then, as there's nothing to play in the middle part, we'll leap straight to the coda to show you how that goes. Ready to follow?
Just listen to the very end again for the side drum part.
OK, now's our chance to put the whole song back together again. You can have 3 percussion players if you're feeling brave, and everyone else can give it some welly with our singers from Bedford High School. Ready for takeoff?
They enchant all the ladies and steal all the seats.
fly upside down with their feet in the air. They don't think of danger, they really don't care.
Newton would think he had made a mistake to see those young men and the chances they take.
Those magnificent men in their flying machines, they go up to the upper, they go down to the under. They enchant all the ladies and steal all the scenes with their up to the upper and their down to the under. Up, down, flying around, looping the loop and defying the ground. They're all frightfully keen, those magnificent men, those magnificent men, those magnificent men in their flying machines.
Aha, can you tell us where the next part of our journey is taking us?
It's to Russia with our folk song on page 2, Troika Rushing.
And those sleigh bells jog along with a steady beat all through the verse. But don't forget how the speed keeps changing in the chorus. Are you ready for verse 1?
Troika rushing, troika dashing, Justin's rising from the ground. Little bells laughing, ringing, troika tell me turn around. Riding, riding, riding fast, till I reach my home at last. Riding, riding, riding fast, till I reach my home at last.
Have a listen to the instrument Simon was playing then.
Can you tell how the sounds are made on that instrument?
They're made by strings which are plucked. He's playing a mandolin, a bit like a very small guitar, but with a rounder shape.
Now, listen to Roddy playing a different instrument. How do you think this one makes its sounds?
It's another string instrument, but these strings can be played with a bow. It's a violin.
Yeah, wonderful. Now, take a quick look at the words for verses 2 and 3. Verse 2 first. Who is riding on the troika? Where's he from and where's he bound? Like a whirlwind speeding onward with the darkness all around.
And in verse 3, the mysterious rider disappears altogether. Now he's vanished in the darkness, for the moon's behind a cloud. In the far-off empty distance, still the bell is ringing loud.
All very mysterious and ghostly. Now, when we reach the last chorus, there's that extra hey at the end to go with the whip crack.
Till I reach my home at last.
Have a go at that. Ready? 1 and 2 and...
Till I reach my home at last.
OK, let's sing the whole song now and see how clear you can make all the words.
Troika rushing, troika dashing, Justin's rising from the ground. Little bell is laughing, ringing, troika tell me when and how. Riding, riding, riding fast, till I reach my home at last. Riding, riding, riding fast, till I reach my home at last. Who is riding round the troika? Where's he from and where's he bound? Like a whirlwind speeding onward with the darkness all around. Riding, riding, riding fast, till I reach my home at last. Riding, riding, riding fast, till I reach my home at last. Now he's vanished in the darkness, for the moon's behind the cloud. In the far empty distance, till the bell is ringing loud. Riding, riding, riding fast, till I reach my home at last. Riding, riding, riding fast, till I reach my home at last. Hey!
I wonder where he is going.
Perhaps he doesn't know. You can't always ask, you know, especially if you're in Nottingham Town, which is the song we heard last week on pages 20 and 21.
Nottingham Town is a very strange kind of place. Follow through verse 1 on the grey notes and words.
Listen to that again and try tracing all the ups and downs of the tune with your hand in the air.
In Nottingham Town, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look down, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look down, to show me the way to Nottingham Town.
Well, the words up and down in the song should have helped you there. We'll sing that verse again, and this time you have a go at joining in.
In Nottingham Town, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look down, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look down, to show me the way to Nottingham Town.
But why on earth should you want to know the way to Nottingham Town when you're already there?
And how can you have a town with not a man in it?
Oh yes, how strange.
Well, this song is full of contradictions. They're things which would make sense on their own, but they're nonsense when they're put together.
As we sing the whole song, join in with verse 1, then whisper along with the words in verses 2, 3 and 4, and see if you can work out why it doesn't make sense.
But first, verse 1, after the read introduction.
In Nottingham Town, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look down, not a soul would look up, not a soul would look down, to show me the way to Nottingham Town.
I rode a big horse that was called a grey mare, with a grey mane and tail and grey stripes down her back, with a grey mane and tail and grey stripes down her back, and not a hair on her but what was coal black.
She suddenly stopped, threw me down to the dirt. She tore my hide and bruised my shirt. From saddle to stirrup, I mounted again, and on my 10 toes I rode over the plain. Met the
King and Queen and a company more, a walking behind and a riding before, and just after a drummer came walking along, as he led the procession and beating his drum.
Well, did you spot all those contradictions? Try and look at those words again before the next programme.
There are lots of games you can play to practice the words of a song. Find page 7 and you'll see some of them.
And as that music tells you, you can use them to practice the words of Day Trip to Bangor.
First, we'll show you how they work with a couple of lines for each one. And then if you're listening on tape, you can stop the tape and try them out on your own.
For number 1, you whisper a verse quickly and all together with a steady beat.
1, 2, do you recall the thrill of it all as we walked along the seafront? Then on the sand we heard a brass band that played the tiddly-bum-tarara.
Then you can try whispering at first, but gradually getting louder and louder all through the verse. 1, 2, do you recall the thrill of it all as we walked along the seafront? Then on the sand we heard a brass band that played the tiddly-bum-tarara.
Of course, for a whole verse, you'd have to crescendo, or get louder, even more gradually. Or you could begin loudly and get gradually softer. 1, 2. Elsie and me had 1 cup of tea, then we took a pedalo boat out,
Splashing away as we sailed round the bay as the wheels went round.
When you're really good at getting gradually louder or gradually softer, try dividing into 2 groups and doing half each way.
1, 2. Wasn't it nice eating chocolate ice as we strolled around the fun fair?
Then we ate eels on the big Ferris wheel and we sailed above the ground.
That brings us to number 6, where you're to speak legato or smoothly, joining all the words together with no gaps in the sound. 1, 2. Elsie and me, we finished our tea and said goodbye to the seaside. Climbed on the bus and Flo said to us, oh, isn't it a shame to go?
And number 7 is the opposite. You speak short and sharp or staccato with all the words separated. 1, 2. Wouldn't it be grand to have cash on demand and live like this for always? It makes me feel ill when I think of the mill and the wheels going round.
Well, maybe you can think of other unusual ways of speaking the words, using high and low or soft and loud in different ways. Or you could even record the results. OK, we'll finish today's programme by singing verses 3 and 4 of this song, but back to normal speed.
And try and put lots of expression into your voice, so you really make a picture of what's happening. Here goes.
Wasn't it nice eating chocolate ice as we strolled around the fun fair? Then we ate eels on the big Ferris wheels, we sailed above the ground. But then we had to be quick, cause Elsie fell sick and we had to find someone to take her. I said to her lad, what made her feel bad was the wheels going round. Didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor? A beautiful day, we had lunch on the way and all for under £1. You know that on the way back I chatted with Jack and we opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of our favourite songs as the wheels went round. Elsie and me, we finished our tea and said goodbye to the seaside. Climbed on the bus and burst into us, oh, isn't it a shame to go? Wouldn't it be grand to have cash on demand and live like this for always? It makes me feel ill when I think of the mill and the wheels go round. Didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor? A beautiful day, we had lunch on the way and all for under £1. You know that on the way back I chatted with Jack and we opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of our favourite songs as the wheels went round.
And that's where we must say goodbye for now. Keep singing together.
together.